So we are starting on the essential slokas with the Mangalacharana sloka to start with. This is from Archana Deepika. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tat Bhaktaya Namo Namaha. So we are not going to go every detail, the word by word, because you can actually go to the pure bhakti base and you can actually scroll through and then get all the meaning. So rather than what is important for us is the main meaning and some background and some explanations if possible. I offer my obeisances time and again unto Sri Guru, Sri Gaurachandra, Srimati Radhika, her associates, and her Dama, Sri Vrindavana, and unto Sri Krishna, his devotees, and the devotees of his devotees. Okay, this is typically if you want to do a Guru full Mangalacharana before giving program also, usually Gurudev we actually bring this one all the time. So basically we should also probably bring it up. So this is how we really start any program. So it really gives obeisances to all, first starting with Guru, then Gaurachandra, then Srimati Radhika, her associates and her Dama, Sri Vrindavana, then only Krishna is coming, and of course followed by his devotees and the devotees of his devotees. So this, if you see that, because our Gurudev came to give the Radha Dasyam, that is why if you see that everywhere, we see that always our first connection is always through Srimati Radharani, through our Gurudev. So the second sloka that we have in these essential slokas for today is this is actually from Srila Rupa Goswami, and he wrote that in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. And in fact, we had a class on this as well. This Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu Bindu, we had it. Anya Bila Shita Suhunyam Jnana Karmadi Anavritam Anukulyena Krishnanu Silanam Bhaktir Uttama. I don't know, because if you see, we in our Gokul Bhajan, we have collected so many slokas, and all these slokas, we also, I just try to put some tune to that. Why? Because otherwise, for the children, it is very difficult to memorize. So by having these kind of tunes, it actually helped a lot. They could really memorize so many. And in fact, from tomorrow onwards, from in the Kanyamari temple, we are starting a special series called Bhakti Vriksha. Bhakti Vriksha. This Bhakti Vriksha is different. This is our Gaudiya style, not like the one that somewhere else is doing. This is little different. Maybe 8 classes or something that we will have. So now, this particular verse is so important, and everyone in our Sampradaya, especially Gaudiya Sampradaya, will be always based, refer to this sloka again and again whenever we really talk about bhakti. So, which kind of bhakti that we are talking about is talking about pure bhakti, uttama bhakti. So you have, because actually if you see Vaishnavas, they are categorized into three categories: Kanishta, Madhyama, and Uttama. So Uttama Bhaktas are very special, and this is about the Uttama Bhakti. Uttama Bhakti means that devotional, that pure devotion, which does not have any expectation for our favor. This is very important. This is a very, very unusual for so many people to understand what this means. Because if you see more than 90% of the devotees, so-called devotees, why do they really go to temple? Why do they really do puja? Why do they really do so many sadhanas and everything? Because they really, ultimately, they are looking for moksha. Whether it is a Brahma moksha, there are 5 kinds of mokshas are there, and some kind of moksha they really want. So they are really having some expectation at the back. So, but here, Rupa Goswami is clearly refuting any kind of expectation. So only one reason that we are really worshipping Bhagavan Sri Krishna, in fact Radha Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in our line, all, is only to make them happy, not as to be happy. In fact, when doing pure devotional service, there will be a lot of obstructions will be coming in our life. We will be having our own personal problems. We will be having our own family problems. We will be having our own job-related problems. And we will have our own political problems, country, this society, community, and others, and so many problems we will be having. That is part of the life. Because this world is really made in such a way purposefully to give only problems. That is the plan. That is the core plan of Lord Krishna. So keeping this in the core, why he planned this whole entire creation like this with full of problems. Our own body and mind is giving problems. Others are giving problem. Even bacteria, virus, everything. Neighbors, neighbor countries, others, everybody giving problem. Or even worst case, right now there is a big storm going on in near our place. And that is really going to knock out somewhere, I don't know, but there is continuously rain is going on. We are not able to really do anything. So hopefully we will be able to complete this program. So that also we don't know. Anytime the power can go. So the problems are there. It is supposed to be there. Otherwise, we will go like a crazy dog, running after these all kinds of sense enjoyments. This is the problem. Because that is not our nature. Our nature is to be always engaged in doing loving service to Sri Radha Krishna Yugala. This is our nature. So because we have really come out of this original nature and become impure, surrounded by impure, our soul is not impure, it's pure, but covered by this. And that is why we are really now subjected to these punishments. All these things are actually punishment. All the difficulties are punishments. But what we do, we try to solve our problems first. And then we will think, okay, then the bhakti is secondary. This is not going to work that way at all. We should, there won't be any time, there won't be any problem in our life. So problems are always there. But you cannot really keep on waiting until suppose you have really, going into the ocean to take a bath in the ocean. But you cannot say, let all the waves be subside, and then I will take a bath cleanly without any problem. All these waves are like the problems. These problems, one comes and then subsides. We try to solve it or whatever it is, and then another one comes, and we try to solve it. Then another one comes, another one comes. This is the nature of this world. But we cannot really keep on waiting for all the waves to really subside and then take bath. It never happens. The same way, we have to understand bhakti is important. So this particular verse is really so pressing that the one and only thing, only thing that we have to always remember is to really make Radha Krishna Yugala happy. Our suffering will be always there. And if we are actually attending our suffering, if we are trying to attend our suffering, instead of actually concentrating ourselves on with bhakti, then we will lose this opportunity of this rare human birth. So Uttama Bhakti is very pure devotional service, and it's saying it's a cultivation of activities, that means devotional activities that are meant for what? Exclusively. Not even a single bit that you are looking for your benefit. Only for the pleasure and benefit of Sri Krishna. And it is, how is it? It's like once in a while you really do it? No. This Uttama Bhakti means it's uninterrupted flow of service. That means there is no time where, I'm not involved in these bhakti related activities for a while, and then let me take care of myself and then come back and do. No, that is not Uttama Bhakti at all. So this Uttama Bhakti means you are only doing this seva to Krishna. And that seva, in the explanation Gurudev is expanding nicely, it is performed through all the endeavors, through what are the three things we have? Body, mind and speech. Because when we really take like the sannyasis take the three dandi sannyas, what does it mean? There are three dandi, means there are three sticks there. So what that means is those three sticks represents body, mind and speech that you are giving to Gurudev. Okay, that's what it means. Gurudev means Guru is giving all yours to the Bhagavan. And here he is saying that like this, our body, mind, that means whatever we do with our body should be related to Krishna seva. And whatever in our mind that we are thinking and doing and hearing, all the senses are all reporting to mind. Mind is the master of all the senses. So whatever those are all reporting comes to the mind, and then all the what the mind should be really interpreting, that should be only related to Krishna. And we are touching something. It should be related to something, some article related to the Krishna. Or a Vaishnava, or you are smelling something. That should be aroma of the tulasis, offered tulasis, or the incense, the incense, see, all the things should be, or the flowers offered to the Lord. So like that, the mind should be always listening only to these, all the sense organs which are reporting only Krishna-related activities. And now also it goes more. Spiritual moods also it is coming. That is bhavas. Because without bhava, even to really do any seva, without bhava it is not going to work that out. But bhava, who is giving bhava? Only Gurudev can give bhava. Another Vaishnava who has developed bhava only can really transfer. We cannot really do ourselves. Because Bhakti Shastras, all the Shastras, as we keep going, and then we will find out, Bhakti is not something that we can make it out. That is part of this Bhakti Vriksha. Very first thing is, very first point is, Bhakti cannot be really achieved by ourselves. Whatever we try to do, no. So, bhakti cannot be achieved by our own endeavor. We try to do, because yesterday, actually we are giving class every day, actually here, but we are not recording, because facility is not there. So this is the problem. And now, I was explaining what is bhakti. Bhakti is something you try to get a seva to the Lord through bhava. So this bhava can be compared to seeing the whole world through a window. But a small child, she is very short, and she is not even able to see through the window because she is not tall enough. But what the child is trying to do is, it's trying to jump up and then say, I want to see through the window, I want to see through the window, and then he's jumping, cannot be able to see. Because he's not tall enough. Then comes a father or mother comes, oh child, you want to see outside? Okay, here you go. And the parent actually just to take the child and then lifts up, now you see. This is what the thing is. This is the reality. We cannot have bhava by our own effort. It's not possible. It's just impossible. Bhakti is not like that. Bhakti cannot be really made by our soul, ourselves. Only we can try like the baby. We are jumping up and down and see to really get these bhavas. Bhavas are there are a lot of bhavas, but there is one particular bhava one will have, that's called Sai Bhava. Sai Bhava means one kind of spiritual emotion which is always fixed. So that is what Sai Bhava means. Sanjari Bhava means something which is varying. So for example, Mother Yashoda will be always having a bhava of Vatsalya Bhava, which is Vatsalya Bhava. But even though she really gets into another thing here because he's serving Krishna also, taking care of him and bathing everything. So that seva is also there. That's a Dasya Bhava. But Dasya Bhava is not, it's a Sanjari Bhava. It is actually embedded into the higher bhavas anyway, but the Sai Bhava is for her Vatsalya Bhava. So whatever the bhava that we try to really achieve is like trying to really see the world through the window. Oh, now I am, yes, this is it. But the problem is you cannot do it by yourself. It's not possible. Only by the mercy and then we have, only thing we have to work that to is anartha nivritti. That is the thing. That is also happens by repeatedly keep on engaging in the devotional service, by having detachment to the families and relatives and all those. Then only these bhava will actually eventually make it through by the mercy of the Vaishnavas. Okay? And very important thing, another one is, if you see, this whole world, especially Hindus and also all the religions, they are all behind this jnana, karma and yoga. Because they really want to get moksha. So that means you are expecting something. This is why they really do this jnana. Now, what is jnana? Jnana means all speculative knowledge aimed at impersonal liberation. That means they really try to really merge into the Brahman. That is what the jnana that we are talking about here. This jnana is really going to take only to the impersonal liberation, which is kind of killing ourselves, killing the soul. Because then you lose everything there. Because what the jnana does, this world is full of miseries. Get away from this world of miseries. That's what the jnana is telling. But then, okay, I want to get out of the miseries, and then you really come to a stage which is called the Brahman, the merging in Brahman, which is cessation of these miseries. That's all it is. It is not actually Anand. It is just a lack of these miseries. That's all it is. But for them, they are saying, oh, it is full of Anand. Oh, merging in Brahman is so much of Anand. That's why I want to go for the jnana. When I get the jnana, then I will automatically get into the Brahman, Mukti. This is where people are going. Here, if you see the South India, we see Swami Vivekananda, big organization is coming on meditations and jnanas, and this is happening. Then another one is karma, doing karma. Opening hospitals, opening community centers, and they're doing all kinds of good activities. That's what reward seeking. What the reward seeking does? It really goes to only, it gives only more, only the swarga. That swarga is not really permanent at all. You really get the reward, for example, you really work hard and you get some money and you want to enjoy with the money, you go to Hawaii or to Goa or whatever, wherever you want to go, and you really go and then you have to spend the money. So same way, how much you really got the reward, according to the good karma, sukarmas, then you really enjoy there in the heavens, and then when the money is running out, you have to get back. There is no other way. So this is temporary. But all these so many so-called religions, they are actually forcing people to really go to go to these kind of swargas and enjoy. But they don't know that it's not permanent. Only permanent is the abode of Krishna, Radha Krishna. And then what about the mystic yogis? They are also having expectation. Look at it. Everybody is having expectation. Jnana, people who really pursue jnana, what is the expectation? Cessation of all any miseries. So that is Brahma Moksha. Then karmis, what they do, what their expectation is. They are doing good things. In the name of Krishna, I have opened my big hospitals and I am doing freely there, I am really taking care of their eyes. We are actually putting new lenses and giving sight again and things like that. What do they do? Of course, that's a good activity. You will go to heaven. But what do the people do? But you are not saving their soul. So only thing is they are actually now with a new lens, they are able to see the soap opera in a better way. That's all. Thank you. They will say thank you for what? Now I am able to see all the soap opera very clearly. Wow, very good. This is nothing. So this is also expecting something to enjoy for what you are doing. That is called punyas. That is punya. Then what do the yogis do? Yogis want to go Parabrahman. They are the same thing again. Same, very similar to the jnana yogis. They try to do through the Ashtanga yogis and eventually same thing again. And then, they really push this, all the kundalini, all the way up to the Sahasrara. And then what the Sahasrara is? You are out of miseries and completely. That they are calling as Anand. That's not real Anand again. So they do all kinds of austerities also. Some people actually even do austerities on behalf of their husband. Husband has to live long for what? Every Thursday or something, Friday, whatever, one day, I am not even to eat anything because, that will be good for my husband. This is nonsense. This is not bhakti at all. This has nothing to do with Krishna bhakti. You are doing for somebody who is not attached, who has nothing to do with other than this life. You are, no. So only one thing that we have to do, if at all austerities, only to satisfy, only to make Krishna happy. By performing, for example, for the Ekadasi, or actually celebrating the Janmashtami, all those wonderful holy days, Lord is going to be happy. Of course, you are going to also going to be happy, but that's not the ultimate. Ultimate, this thing is only one thing. Lord Krishna and Radharani, are they happy for what I am doing? So the thing is, whatever I do, whatever I think, whatever I really, I am really trying to achieve in this world, everything should be related only to make Krishna happy. But how can we know what Krishna wants? That is why Gurudev is coming into picture. Gurudev is telling, you do this, like this, that will make Krishna happy. So that means it is completely free from any kind of desire that we can think of. Any kind of desire. What kind of desire? Any kind of desire, what is that? I mean, desire means our desire. So only one desire is to bring, give happiness only to Sri Krishna. This is why when Uttama Bhakti is manifesting in some jiva, you know how Krishna is so happy? How Krishna is happy? Because when Krishna realized that, Uttama Bhakti, of course, here, one of the best examples is Radharani. Radharani's one and only purpose of her is to really satisfy Krishna. So basically just to follow what Radharani is doing. Radharani is always trying to make always Krishna happy. This is the one and only purpose of her is Kaladini Sakti, is to make Krishna happy. There is nothing, no other agenda at all with her. So we should really follow her. As how he really gives happiness in every respect to Krishna. And that makes Krishna happy. And what will he thinks? My Uttama Bhaktas are higher than me. Oh, I am nothing to compare with my devotees. This is the beauty. Because Krishna really takes a devotee on his head and dances. Even Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when Srila Haridas left the body, he was dancing. Look at here, my devotee. So he was really, he anyway gave the name Namacharya. But again, this Haridas Thakur actually, his destination was only Vaikunta. So what if somebody is developing Bhava, which is Madhurya Bhava, which is way higher, and then in that one, he is really getting to the Uttama Bhakti level, Uttama Adhikari level, how much happiness that Sri Krishna will be having. So this particular Anyavilashita Sunyam, Jnana Karmadi Anavritam, Anukuliyana Krishnanu Selanam Bhakti Uttama, this sloka is very, very, very important. And that is why first after giving obeisance to the devotee guru and devotees, he is straight away coming there. But to do that, then the next one is coming naturally in the sequence is, but I have so many desires. How can I control my desires? I always desire to talk nonsense. I want to keep on talking nonsense all the time. I cannot control my tongue. Vacho vegam. I want to talk. If you see that, look at the world. Everybody is talking. Talking all nonsense. But the only one thing that we have to talk is anything related to only the spiritual matters. Especially Radha Krishna. About him so many, for example, this small world, so many activities are happening. And look at the medias, so many social medias and everywhere, newspapers, these, everything, so many places, news are coming. This is actually nothing compared to the massive, unlimited things happening in the spiritual world. That news is unlimited. But what we do, we are not really interested in reading about Krishna and those kind of activities that he actually performs as pastimes when he really comes down. We are not interested. We are interested in only talking nonsense about actresses, cinemas, soap operas, stock markets, making a big home or small home, these everything. This is what it is. So that means we are wasting our human life. So for that, Vacho Vegam means We have to tolerate the impetus to speak. Speak means what? Speak about then the mundane world. That's what Vachome here means. You have to keep on talking all the time. You have to keep on talking about the pastimes and the glories and the nama and wonderful leelas that he really performs. Huh? Krishna, Radha Krishna, with all with devotees, how many leelas they are actually done. That's what we should be talking about. Huh? So other than that, we should not talk about. That's what the Vacho Vegam. Vacho Vegam Manas. Vacho Vegam Manasa. Krodha Vegam. Jihva Vegam Udaro. Pasta Vegam. Yetan Veganyo. Vishaheta sarvamapi mam prithivim sasishyat. There are 6 kinds of intolerated things, aspects we are talking about. Impetus. We have to control this. If we are not controlling this, we cannot make Krishna happy. Because we are actually having our own side, we have so many problems. How can we really do the activities by body, mind, and body, mind, and the watch and the speech? How can we make Krishna happy unless we control ourselves? That's why this is coming as first sloka in the Slokamrta, which was actually delivered by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu when he was with his disciples. And Srila Rupa Goswami wrote that down and he gave that as these verses for us. So what are the 6 urges that we have to tolerate? So that is what the explanation is coming. Number 1 is Vacho Vegam, means impetus to speak. Our tongue. And the agitation of the mind. Agitation of the mind include mostly Krodha. It is called Vacho Vegam, Manasa Vegam, Manasa. Manasa means always mind is really going, it's not really in one place. So, of course, there will be so many problems are inherent to this world. That's the nature of the world. So the mind will be always going after various things and especially the sense objects. Because all our sense organs are really controlled by mind. Mind is the master of all the senses. So the senses are reporting. And this master is enjoying. Like for example, suppose there is a nice, eating, you are eating nicely. So the senses, the tongue is really going to transmit that taste. The taste comes to the mind, and the mind is relishing that. Mind is enjoying. And then sometimes then suppose some difficulty, miseries comes there. So body pain coming there or something. Then again mind, then it agitates. So one way it is trying to enjoy, and another time it is actually worried about. So because it is going through the pain. So this pain and pleasure and pain and pleasure, it is going to go up and down and alternatively all the time. And because of that, the mind is getting agitated. And mind always comes with greed, because when something that it is aspiring for, when it achieves that, then it becomes greedy. And if whatever the mind is thinking, that is not achieved, then it becomes angry. So that is why the mind is controlled by this lust and anger and greed. So this is the problem. Those are the 3 very, very bad friends that we really got with us. So this is because of now the mind is agitating, so that has to be controlled. So this can be controlled very easily. You always chant, and chant, always keep the Maha Mantra always with you. So now, Vacho means what? You don't talk about the mundane things, but you really talk about the glories of Krishna. You really, give Harikatha. Or or you really talk about his name and form and so many ways you can actually, so many literature, massive literatures are there. You talk about that. Okay? Then the mind, you just meditate, smaranam. You really always meditate on the Lord. And again, his name and qualities and pastimes, everything. Then that mind will be controlled. Okay, so that is the way we can actually subdue that. Then the onset of anger, I really mentioned that. When the mind is really trying to be greedy, trying to achieve something, if it achieves, then becomes greedy. If it doesn't achieve, then becomes angry. This is the problem. So that means anger is inherent to in the part of the life. Anger is always coming into picture. But you can actually, as our Gurudev says, the anger also you can use it for a better purpose. Like for example, under the control of the Lord Shiva uses the anger to really destroy the world when the time comes. That is a seva that he does. Hanuman also got angry when Ravana was really, when did all these atrocious things of, kidnapping Sita Devi. So he got anger. And then he really, with that anger, he actually, put the whole Sri Lanka on fire. Whole thing is fire. So the anger, you can use it for a better purpose too. So and the easiest thing to really use the anger is on ourselves. Why I am not getting bhakti? Why I am not doing the devotional seva properly? So you get angry on yourself. So we need to control the anger on something which is really related to this mundane and ourselves. So that is okay. So how we can use the anger is you turn that into vairagya. Vairagya is basically, I guess, you are determined to really achieve Krishna, that bhava bhakti. Then the vehemence of the tongue. What is the vehemence of the tongue? Tongue will be always speaking. Again, this is the tongue is the only organ probably without any bone, but it is the most dangerous one. Most dangerous organ in our body is actually supposed to be tongue. Because this is the one which is really making so many enemies, because we say something about somebody else. The gossip is the core of this particular place, what we are saying. The gossip is one, then also the tasting. The tongue always wants to taste, new taste. It doesn't really get satisfied at all. It always wants to taste one after another. Anything that it has, it wants to taste. That is why all these restaurants are actually making big business, because people really want to go and then exploit their sense, and the tongue is very, very vehement. So the vehemence of the tongue has to be controlled. That means trying to taste good food should be controlled. Then the urges of the belly, the urging of the belly is here, it means when we get hungry, we cannot really hold on the hungry, because actually, there is a common saying that this is the number one problem, belly is the number one problem for many, many diseases actually. Because if you eat only once, he is a yogi, and if one eats 2 times a day, he is actually a bhogi, because he is actually enjoying. And if he eats 3 times a day, He is a rogi. Rogi means he will get disease. Because there is a limit. You are overloading, exploiting our body, in enjoying these all these kind of things. So if you try to do all these kind of things and going in the way, then you cannot really do any seva to Krishna. Forget about making him happy. Doing very simple thing itself is very, very difficult. So that is why our ancient, all these, like all this, these bhaktas, Vaishnavas, they have always said that. Yes, you have to be always, be in hungry mode. You have to bear the hunger. You eat only once. That also not to the up to here, but you have to be in moderation, and you should be able to control the hunger. And in fact, if anyone is not able to control the hunger, their bhakti is not bhakti at all. Okay? So then the last one is the controlling of the genitals. Of course, the whole life in this planet is all really roaming around these marital relations and all those. This is actually a big problem, because actually what happens is, according to the Vedic rules and regulations, you are actually, so only when you really want to really have one or two child or something like that, and you cannot, you have to really follow the Vedic process to really get a child also. It is very, very involved in that. So controlling this is the very, very big problem for most of the people it is. But if anyone is not able to control any of these, he is fallen. He is far away from Krishna Bhakti. He is far, far, far away from even making Krishna happy. How can he really make Krishna happy if he is not able to control all these things? But suppose one could really come to the, could really make all the senses under control, then what is it talking about? He can instruct the entire world on the science of bhakti. This is phenomenal. That means, how many people could really do all this? Very few. But that's what Shastra says. If anyone could really, do control all this, he is a Mahatma. He can. Whatever that he really engages to really satisfy Krishna, it is completely pure, completely appropriate, and Krishna will love that. And now, that really brings to the next sloka, which is specifically for the devotees who has some deep philosophy in terms of how he is related to the Lord. When he has this kind of attachment with this anyabhilasita sunyam, that single point devotion to make only Krishna happy, he is getting some reward. But he is not going for the reward. This is one of the things our Gurudev again is one of the famous sloka is this. This is from Srimad Bhagavatam. Tatte anukambam susamikshamano punjana evatmakritam vipakam kriduvagvapurvir vidadan namaste jivetayo muktipade sadaya bhak. This is from Lord Brahma is saying, one who, while always expecting your mercy, undergoes the reactions to his past pious and impious actions, because all the sufferings and all the pleasure, everything coming from for us in this life is because of our past karma or whatever you are trying to do in this life. Of course, if you want to become a CEO of some big company, if you have because everybody, every jiva has a potential to do, becomes anything. There's no doubt about that because every jiva is same. But every jiva becomes different because of different taste and different kinds of karmas that they have performed. So they are reaping the different karmas, the results of the karma they are reaping. This is what is going on. If you really want to become the Lord Brahma, who is in charge of our whole universe, which has 14 planetary systems, big. Our Brahmanda, if you want to become Brahma, no problem at all. You can do. But for a bhakta, he never wants that. So, if you want to become a Brahma, if that's a desire, you are not a bhakta. But on the other hand, if Krishna wants you to serve as a Lord Brahma, that is different, that is seva, because you are making him happy. But on the other hand, if you are thinking that I want to become a Lord Brahma, and then, like the Ashtas, all these, Ashta Siddha yogis and, they are running for power and power and power, then you are going away from satisfying Krishna. So same way here what he is saying is, this Lord Brahma is a devotee, he is our Gurudev, our Param Gurudev. So he says, one who while always expecting your mercy undergoes the reactions to his past pious and impious actions and understanding them to be the result of his own past activities. So whatever that I am going through is because of the karma that I have really done so far. It is nothing to do with God. Sometimes people may even go really so foolishly. Oh, I am worshipping you, but the thing is I am poor. I am not getting a job. This is your problem. You did whatever the karma that you did in the past activities, and then that way your karmic reactions are actually going to be that you will be poor. Maybe if you are not rich, if you are rich, you are going to be away from Krishna Bhakti. That is another thing also. But whatever that happens, one has to understand that everything is coming because of my karma that I have done. You do karma, you will get the result. If you want to become a Lord Brahma, you do the necessary things. You become a Lord Brahma, that's not a problem. So what the scripture is saying is, just because somebody is not really trying to become a Lord Brahma, somebody is not trying to become a CEO. Google CEO was an Indian. Why don't all the Indians also try to become CEO and CEO? No, not everybody is interested in that. In fact, if you go in this higher position, you are bereft of any bhakti. The more position that you take, more away you are going away from Krishna and going towards Maya. This is the fact. So it's every jiva can really become, not a problem at all. But not every jiva wants to become. That's the difference. Because those jivas who really wants to really always serve Krishna, by even because they think that I am nothing. I am lower than a blade of grass. So if you have that kind of humility, then he is eligible to really attain his lotus feet. So he really surrenders everything, his body, mind, words, everything is actually surrendering everything to Krishna. And he will definitely attain the lotus feet of the Lord. And when one does like that, there is a last statement is coming there, which are the shelter even for the goddess of liberation. Goddess of liberation means Mukti Devi. So even Mukti Devi is at the lotus feet of the Lord, serving all the devotees, whoever wants. But here is something very important is actually coming there. What is that? When a devotee of the Lord, by understanding that everything is, whatever the suffering or good time, everything is because of his past karma, is eligible to really get the bhakti towards Krishna. And who is the Krishna? Oh, he gives shelter even the goddess of liberation. That is Mukti Devi. So this is very important. And also related to that, one more thing also to extend that is, for those who have really completely taken shelter of the Lord, patiently waiting for whatever that, that Krishna, if he wants to bestow anything, but not demanding, he will inherit the supreme treasure, which is Prema Bhakti. He will not really want anything else. So Lord Brahma is talking here, but he is not really going to that level. But eventually, the Prema Bhakti is the one that is showered by the grace of Krishna and Radharani. So when their divine grace actually comes down, then only a jiva really gets from there. And he is going to be serving for eternally for Krishna, making him happy. And in the process, he will be also happy. And this happiness is the Uttama happiness. So a Uttama Bhakta is whose only purpose is to serve Krishna, to make Krishna happy. But look at the law. The law in the spiritual world is such that for that jiva who really is trying to make Krishna happy by the expense of his own suffering, what will happen actually is this jiva will be more happier than Krishna himself. This is the truth. But that Uttama Bhakta is not demanding anything, but he will automatically get it. So now the next sloka is coming to the humility. That is yes, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Sorry, Guruji. Can you please repeat the previous one of not asking anything? Like you said about like not asking and then just serving. Can you please repeat that?
Yeah. If at all you ask Krishna, you can ask. That's not a problem. But that asking should be in such a way that to enable you to serve, to make Krishna happy. You know how is that? A Krishna will be happy when somebody is actually offering anything, out of affection, love and affection. Okay, so love and affection, you really want to serve Krishna with love and affection. This is something that will make Krishna happy, because Krishna will be happy only when a loving devotee gives something. Suppose Duryodhana is giving some feast, no, he is not happy. So love and affection is not there in Duryodhana. Love and affection was there in only that poor Vidurani. So why? But at the same time, I am not having love and affection. What we should ask? You can ask, oh Krishna, I am not having bhakti for you. Without bhakti, how can I make you happy? Please give me bhakti. We can ask, but he is not going to give you directly. He is going to send a guru who is a bhakta who is going to give it. So you can ask things, but whatever you are asking should be also ultimately to make Krishna happy, not you happy. Now you understand?
Yes, Guruji.
Okay, you can ask. That is not a problem at all. He is related to you. He is the only relation. You can ask. But what you are asking is very important. See, like for example, suppose a small child is asking, Oh, Father, please give me, $10. Please give me $10. Oh, then also okay. Then, Father gives $10. And finally, within few days, that the birthday of the father is coming, and the same child, whatever that he really got, $10, he bought a gift for the father. So here, why he was asking? He was not asking for him to enjoy, buy some sweet or something and drink whatever. No, he did not use it for that. So he asked. And what he asked was actually to make his father happy only. Now did you understand?
Yes, Guruji.
Okay, so you can ask Krishna, that's not a problem. But what you ask is, I want a job for me to really, get a better salary, better food, a better wife. I can get married if only if I get a good job, I can get a good girl. Otherwise, I won't be able to get a good girl. I want to build a home. Otherwise, for what? For your enjoyment. That is what the problem is. That is not for making Krishna happy. It is going to make only you to be happy. You are going to be enjoying. That is the problem. So that is not bhakti at all. This guy can really be even doing worship. He may be even doing puja, pujari. Even he may be. But what is the use of this kind of attitude? There is no bhakti at all. It's only selfishness. Yes? You understand? Ultimately, very easy thing is it really going to make Krishna happy or not? That's it. That is why that sloka is very, very solid. Right? Okay. Yeah, now, when suppose somebody gets that kind of bhava bhakti, what is the symptom? The symptom is he will be always crying and crying and crying. Here, Kirtaniya Sadahari means it's not only chanting. People normally translate that as chanting the holy name. That's also correct. Kirtaniya means, Kirtan means singing and also crying. Sada means all the time. So, Trinatapi Sunichena Tarorapi Sahishnuna Amanina Manadena Kirtaniya Sadahari. So that means if one is humbler than a blade of grass, not like I want to become a CEO, I want to become this and everything. No. He wants to be he thinks that I am very low. And more tolerant than a tree, that means pain is coming. The difficulties are coming in this life, this material life, this is inherent. It's coming one after another, that is coming. But he is tolerant. Thinking that it is actually because it is coming because of my past karma. Or I really turned, or I made a wrong turn. I came to this world trying to enjoy here. But as now I understand. It is like a pig who really wanted to really run after stools, because for the pig that is the tasty thing. So similarly, the fallen jivas, these material enjoyments seem to be tasty, but it is actually stool. That it doesn't understand. So in that process, it thinks that, I am here, it fallen down. So all this suffering coming because of my own activity. In my past birth, everything comes. Always remember, anything that happens in our life, never ever blame anyone. You may be going there, somebody may be insulting you. Somebody may be insulting you. And you know what is happening? It is because you insulted somebody before. So it is coming back. So what should you do? I definitely must have insulted somebody. Now it is really coming back to me. Oh, whoever insulted me, oh, thank you so much because one of my karma is now cleared. Actually, he gets his own karma now. That is a different thing. See, this is how the law of karma is very complicated to understand sometimes. So you have to be tolerant. It will be one after another problem will be coming. You try to fix one problem, immediately next problem will come. Sure, 100% sure. Why? The problems are like the waves in the ocean. When is it going to be over? It is not going to be over at all. As long as we live here, it is going to be there. Okay, so that is the tolerant than a tree. Why it is humbler than a blade of grass? Because grass, when you really walk on it, it will become humble. It will just goes down. But as soon as you take your feet away, up, the grass will come up again. Oh, I am. Ahankar is there. So, that means blade of grass is also not that tolerant. It's not humble. So a devotee will become more humbler than. Because, there was a saint who used to really go to Ganga on a street where there was a house which was having a balcony over. So, from the balcony, a rich guy was living there, and then he used to see, and then down, if you see that's a street. And there used to be a small, a devotee who used to come daily to get bath in Ganges. So this guy got something, what is these guys, what are they saying, chanting something, and harekrishna, whatever it is. What is this? They don't have a better life or something. And what he did was, and from the balcony, he really spit on his head. Because he was walking down there on the street, he spit on his head. So he was really coming away from after taking Ganga for his puja at his home or temple, wherever. And he saw that, oh, somebody spit on my head. When he was saying that guy was there in the balcony, he's sarcastically laughing, Then he did not say anything. He just went back again. And then he took another bath again in the Ganges. And he came back again through the same way. This guy again did the same thing. He spit on his head. So again he loved that, and then he really walked again. 3 times happens. Now 4th time before he did, his inner core itself was not really happy that he did this is bad. He realized his mistake and he came down. And then he really asked the sadhu, oh sadhu, why did not you really be angry at all at you? We did not say anything. I am really, really perplexed. Why you did not do anything? Then he said that, because in my previous births, I have done similar thing to others. So now I am really, it is actually coming back. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. So it is coming back to me. So what is there to really be angry with you? It is my own deed. Because of that, I am getting all these things. You understand? So this is very, very intricate. So now, okay, so tolerant than a tree. Look at it. Why tolerant than a tree? Tree, when you cut, is it complaining? You cut a tree. Actually the tree itself was planted by you only. But then you cut it. It's not going to complain, why are you cutting me? Oh, I am crying. No, it doesn't complain. But at the same time, what does it do? It gives you shade. It gives fruits. You can even throw stone on it to really get the fruit. And it really takes the thing and it gives you fruit for you to eat. And shadow. Wonderful shadow by its, see, that is the tree. Tree does not complain when you really do anything. You insult them, you cut them, or whatever it is, it doesn't complain. But a devotee will be more tolerant than a tree again. This is the quality of this Uttama Bhakta we are talking about here. At the same time, you give respect to everybody else. Amanina manadena. And if one is like that, that's why our Gurudev has really put the move 3 C's. C. Never criticize, that is Vachavegam. Never complain, that's the C again. Criticize, complain, C. Never criticize, never complain. That is Tatte Anukambam. Always chant Hare Krishna. Kirtaniya Sadahari. For that you have to be like Tirunatapi, Sunichena, Tarorapi, etc. Then you will understand. That Uttama Bhakta will understand. We will just stop it with this particular one hopefully. Then you will understand your original nature will be nicely known to you. Oh, I am an eternal servant of my Lord. Jivera Swarupahaya Krishnera Nityadasa Krishnera Tadasasakti Krishnera Tadasasakti Veda Prakasha Jivera Swarupahaya. You will understand. Hey, that is my position. My position is always to make my Lord happy by lovingly serving. This is my eternal position. This is the Sachidananda. This is how I am supposed to be. And why I am really unnecessarily falling down here unnecessarily and trying to enjoy this tool in this material world and then finally getting lost. Uttama Bhakta will know this even before. So this is our constitution, you will understand. People may be talking about, you are actually, everybody talks about this sloka, but who have realized it? This is from Chaitanya Charitamrita. So it says, the jiva's constitutional position and inherent function is to be an eternal servant of Krishna. What kind of servant? A servant in this world is a suffering person. Because suppose in this world, suppose somebody is actually working for a master, the master will be happy. But servant is not going to be happy. You all know the big slaveries that in Americas and all those places that you all know. Slavery. Where the slaves were happy? No. Slaves were not happy. They were tortured. They were even killed. Many of them were actually even killed. They were beaten up. Even they were really so sick, they were supposed to work. They were beaten up. Regular punishments will be given, tortured. That is the way the slavery is. But this slavery, what we are talking about, by eternally serving to Krishna, is happy slave. So this material world, this way we are thinking that we will be masters. We are thinking that we are enjoying. But actually we are the slave. We are the servant. This whole industry is actually only service industry. Even the president of USA, he is serving the people only. So everybody has to serve. That is the nature of the jiva. So the nature of the jiva is to be service only. Without doing service, you will go crazy. Because that is the inherent nature. But to whom you are serving? You are serving your senses? Or you are serving some so-called your own bosses? That is your problem. That is the difference. But here yes, a slave is always miserable. He will be even counting on when I can die from this. It's like in a prison. That is the slavery here. But there, this is eternal slavery. Happy slaves. These happy slaves are distinguished in such a way they enjoy more than Krishna himself, who is Sachidananda. Can you believe this? This is our nature. Because we are all belonging to, we are all really the offsprings, like son and daughter of our eternal Father, you can think in one way. And what will the father and mother do? They will work hard and they save the money so that our children can enjoy. The same way, the Lord has really accumulated so much of prema, so much of happiness for us, the loyal jivas, loyal son and daughter, to really enjoy more than the Lord. See, that's the thing, right? Remember, in this world also, father, mother, they don't even eat properly. They don't even, have some good dress or something. But the same way, that came from these Bhagavans and then also Bhagavati. Their quality only is actually coming into the parents. So this way, these Bhagavan and Bhagavati, Radha Krishna, Yugala, they really have this one saved for us to enjoy more than them. That is why Manjaris are enjoying more. You understand? Manjaris are eternal servants. So by serving, lovingly serving in the bhava of the nature of the jiva, you will be always happy. Does not matter what bhava that the soul has. Equal, same thing. Dasya bhava also, they will be happiest. Everybody will be happiest. There is no difference there at all. But in a global sense, there is a gradation of there in terms of how Lord is going to be happy. Lord will be more happy when in the Madhurya Bhava, he will be more happy. But the Jiva will be same happiness, But when they really engage in the seva, their happiness is more than what the Lord is actually having. That is normally throughout. There's a norm. Yeah, Dasya Bhava will be more happier than the Lord himself. And similarly, Sakya Bhava also, the Jiva will be really more happier than the Lord. Like that it goes on. But then when it comes to the Madhurya Bhava is the one who really makes Krishna more happy and this Jiva also happy that way. So Jiva is actually going to be more happy when it serves Radha Krishna Yugala with his loving devotion, with his bhava bhakti. So that is why the scripture says, without prema bhakti, we cannot do this seva. That is the reason that we really ask for prema bhakti. So there is nothing wrong in asking. Oh, isn't it something that we are asking a favor for us? It is not asking for a favor, because it is asking for so that we really want to do some better seva with love and affection, which is inherent actually only covered. So basically you open it up. That's all we are asking. Then with the bhava bhakti, when you really serve Lord is happy and you are more happier than the Lord. Okay? So with that, exactly we are hitting 1 hour and 15 minutes, I think so. Okay? So I didn't put any song or anything there, but now we are going to have the singing class anyway. Okay. All right, we have 1 minute. Any question before I stop? Or any comment? Hare Krishna? Yes, tell me. Yeah, did you understand? Yeah, did you understand? Yeah, did you understand all these ones?
It means yes, Guruji. Thank you very much. Thank you a lot for so wonderful Katha you always give. And I pray to you, not us that we should be able to taste it, not just to hear. We should be able to taste also. By your mercy, kindly give us that mercy that we should be able to taste, not only that harekrishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Very good. Very good. We are all rightly positioned under the greatest Bhagavat, our Srila Gurudev Yugacharya. It's not easy for everybody to really come into under Gurudev. Of course, there are Gaudiyas also, there are so many, but our Gurudev is very special. Otherwise, how can be all the Brajavasis can really avoid the only unique this thing? 7 times they attended. 7 times they really attempted to really give this, but he won't take it. But finally, he was forced. And then on behalf of Rupa Goswami, he said he got that award. But he's not happy that he has been really even praised like that. This is a Mahabhagavat. It's not for everybody. Our Gurudev is not for everybody. There are so many so-called Gurus. Their interest is different. Their mercy is different. Our Gurudev is always the topmost. So with that, we can probably go with just Arati Yuga Guru. So anyone wants to sing Arati Yuga Gurus? I'll put the thing over there. Okay, who is there? Madan Mohan is going to be starting the class there. Why don't you sing and then continue the class, ma?